Good morning, guys. Today I'm back for another review. This time I am reviewing the Waterman Lady Patricia. A little bit of background on Waterman. It was founded in 1884 by Louis Waterman. Waterman is now one of the big giants. They were one of the big writing companies back then, up there with Parker, Conklin, Schaefer, Montblanc, etc. And also Waterman's was one of the first companies to start manufacturing and mass producing fountain pens, along with Parker. Now let's talk about the pen itself. This pen was made between the years 1936 and 1940, and this was part of Waterman's Patrician series. This model in particular is a lady's pen, and it encompasses Waterman's new filling system called the InkView. Now Waterman's InkView system is an answer to Parker's vacuum-filled system, and this caused a lot of controversy at the time. Basically, what they were doing at the time was trying to make a sackless filling system, both Parker and Waterman. They both kind of did and kind of didn't, because both of them had ink sacs in them anyway. I'll tell you more about this when I get to the filler. This version in particular is a lady's pen, hence Lady Patricia, and was meant to fit in a woman's purse at the time. Now let's go over the body. The body obviously is a bit smaller. Here's a Sharpie in comparison. In thickness, the Sharpie is a little bit thicker. Its material is celluloid, which is very flammable, and the celluloid is this beautiful ruby marble design, as you can see here. Again, I will post snapshots of the pen in greater detail at the end of this video. You also notice it's a very cylindrical shape. It only tapers here, so you can post the pen. You have this thing at the end, which is the filler. You also have some engraving on the pen. Right here, you won't be able to see it. It says Waterman's, Regent US. I think that's what reg means. Reg, but I can't be sure. Patent Office, made in the United States of America, and it's got the little circle emblem with the word ideal inside of it. On the cap, you see this nice little pattern on the clip. There's nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, by the way. And these are breather holes, so you don't draw a vacuum when you close the cap, just an FYI. And you have this nice band. The nib is a Waterman's Ideal number 2 nib. On the nib, it reads Waterman's Ideal. Reg US Patent Office, and the number 2. Number 2 simply is the nib size. It does not have the heart breather hole. Things about the nib: the grade does not exist. There is no nib grade. I would classify the nib as a fine. It has quite a bit of flex, almost a millimeter of flex. Wetness: it's wet. Smoothness: it's not the smoothest nib I've ever written with, but at the same time, most antique pens don't write incredibly smooth because they've been used and worn over time. The filling system, if I'm going to go over that, is a bit complicated. There is an ink sac in here, and much like a lever pushes down an ink sac to suck up ink, this does the same thing, only instead of having the sac fill up with ink, by pushing down on this lever, by depressing this sac, there's a breather tube inside the pen, and instead of filling up again the sac, it fills up this barrel with ink. Vacuumatics work on a similar principle, where they have this diaphragm, which is kind of like this sac thing, where again you push on the sac, which draws up ink, filling instead of the sac the barrel of the pen with ink. They advertise this as sackless, but in truth it's really not. You still have to replace the sac. Interesting features about the pen. Well, apart from the filling system and also the nib, it's also interesting to see the contrasting patterns on the exterior of the pen. You have this marbly texture complemented by these diamond pattern, which is consistent with the diamond pattern on the clip and the ring. And then again you have this marbly finish, so I think it's very beautiful. How does the pen feel? Balance-wise, it feels symmetrical. What do I mean by symmetrical? There's an equal distribution between the weight of the cap and the weight near the grip section where you hold it. Posting needs to happen. For me, I can write like this. It's much better if I post it, and it's very nicely snug, won't fall off. This is proper for me. As for the grip section, these threads are smooth. I don't even notice them. The material is not slippery, and it's very pleasant to hold. Improvements and things I don't like about the pen. Well, for one, the clip is very tight. This clip I've never managed to fit in any of my clothes. The filling system is a bit complicated. I think there could have been easier ways to fill a pen. And lastly, I've not managed to remove the grip section. It is very tightly on there. Care and maintenance of the pen. This pen is not easy to maintain because, unfortunately, of its filling system. Keep in mind, if you're going to get this pen unrestored and without a sack, you need special tools and special equipment in order to replace the sack. How I clean the pen, I just simply flush it using the filler system. I flush it with cold water. And finally, let's get on to the price. I haven't seen too many of these. According to my fountain pen book, prices range from as low as $50 to over $200. You can find these pens usually on eBay, or you can come across them at antique stores or flea markets on occasion. In the description below, there are some links to other websites that sell pens like these. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was useful for you guys. If you want me to cover more features about the pen, please comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.